Good evening, everyone. Wayne Bolden. It is Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a great start to the work week for sure. We're about 8 days out from Christmas, and I want to wish everybody a happy holiday if you celebrate it or not, and of course a prosperous new year for sure. And as always, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and if you want tip sheets, they're always available. You know the email address, speedking24@yahoo.com. They're $20. Great way to support us as we close the year out. Well, the last Derby prep race, Kentucky Derby prep race, is over there at Fairgrounds. It is the Gun Runner, right, in race number 7. Small field of 5. We're going to take a dive or a stab at it for sure. And again, see some of the boys that'll be Derby dreaming. Of course, it's 400,000. They're going a mile and 16 for sure. Small field. Now, any of these horses, well, in any race, any horse can win the race, but this field is seriously evenly matched. The 5 contenders, you could throw a blanket over them. So make sure you get a halfway decent price at least, right? I don't know if I want to land on the favorite in a field that should be very competitive across the board. So we're going to give you our top 2 or 3 picks in this race, small field of 5. We're going to go right inside to the number 1 horse. That's right. The horse name is simply Built, right? Got my boy Corey Lannery up, right, for sure. And Wayne Castellanos doing the conditioning. Well, Built, the number 1 horse, is 7-2 on the morning line. Very fast out the gate. By hard spun on the back end by Curlin, which suggests this one's going to get better over time and distance. 1 win from 2 starts and 1/3. Well, broke the maiden October 6th at Keeneland in a 7 furlong. Now, I expect Built to get to the front. 1, he's on the rail, the short run into the first turn. 2, he's a sprinter stretching out, which usually shows a lot of speed, of course. Love the speed on this one. Haven't raced in 76 days, so should have learned a lot from the maiden win on October 6th and should have filled out a little bit. We expect the 3rd start for the number 1, Built, to be extremely good. We'll see if the distance suits him or not. Is by hard spun, grandsire is Curlin, so I'm thinking the distance shouldn't be a problem. The number 1, 7-2, that's a good price. On the number 1, gate to wire, with my boy Corey Lannery. Mr. Kentucky himself. What a gentleman he is. Number 1, our top pick. Better be getting up because the horse that's going to be tracking him, I believe, is the number 3 horse, Magnitude, trained by Steve Asmussen, my boy. Jose Ortiz is in the orange, y'all. Here is your favorite, 2-1. This is a very fast horse, too. Don't think he's going to be Built out the gate, but the number 3, Magnitude, should sit a beautiful trip right behind Built and get the jump on the other 3 contenders behind him. This horse should be in a tracking position, has really no reason to go up and engage Built when he could just sit the trip and then try to do a turn of foot. Okay, like I said, 2 wins from 4 starts. This one is by Not This Time, Bernardini on the back end, has won an allowance race, one of the few in here that has multiple wins in here for sure. Returning in 34 days, which is about 5 weeks, just about. The number 3 horse is the favorite at 2-1. Should be. I think he should be, right? Should get a pristine trip, and it's very hard to leave the number 3 off your ticket. That's our second pick and a top win contender in here, if you ask me. We're going to round out our trifecta with the horse Render Judgment. Well, Render Judgment is the number 2 horse, 4-1 on the morning line. It's McPeak and McPeak. Kenny McPeak got this young colt by Blaine. His boy Brian Hernandez is in the arms here. 1 win from 3 starts. Now, Render Judgment was beat by our top pick, Built, back there on October 6th. In a maiden special race. Now, since then, this horse has come back and ran, broke his maiden October 27th, ran November 30th in Kentucky Jockey Club Grade 2 stake race, ran 5th by 9 in a field of 9, so beat half of them. Love the pace numbers on the number 2, Render Judgment, right? Kenny McPeak does a fantastic job with young horses, particularly fillies. This is a colt, but He does a really nice job with young horses. So that's our third pick. Render Judgment, the number 2. So there it is, the last Derby, the Kentucky Derby prep race, right? 10 points, 5 points, 3 points, 2 and 1 to the first 5 finishers. So all of these will get points because there's only 5 of them in here for sure. Our top pick is the number 1, Built. We think he's going to go gate to wire. Our second pick, who we like just as much, is Magnitude, the number 3. 1, 3, 2, just like that. Yeah, there's no sense of boxing it up. These are all going to be short horses, 5-2, 7-2, like that. So just pick one and go from there. Play a couple exactas and tries like that. For the last Kentucky Derby prep for 2024 season. The old gun runner who should have won the Derby for Steve Asmussen. Stay classy, y'all, and all that you do. Talk to y'all real soon. The action's at Fairgrounds this weekend. For sure. We like Built, the number 1 horse from the realm. Stay classy, y'all. Gate to wire with my boy, Corey Lavery.